Hey everyone, it's Yulong. It's been quite a while since my last update. It's 15 months now after my injury and surgery on the Achilles tendon. Last update was made on 1 year after my injury, and this is another 3 months. So what does it look like for 15 months later? My normal life is back 100%. I can walk, jump, run, sprint, all these stuff I can do without issues. I do still feel tightness, weakness in general on my injured side, sometimes pain too, but nothing serious nothing serious enough to disrupt my normal life. I can just go on with my life without issues. For example, I used to not able to walk up and down stairs in my normal pose after my injury. This sounds weird, but because up and down stairs actually requires a pretty deep dorsiflexion of your tendon. My limited range of motion at the time just couldn't do that. So I always walk in a kind of strange pose, up and down stairs. Now my tendon can finally reach that kind of deep angle, allowing me to walk in a normal pose up and down stairs. Believe it or not, it's such a small thing, but I guess like 8, 9, 10 months, I'm still walking in sort of a strange pose, compensated pose, up and down stairs. To be fair, I still feel the tightness right now with the normal pose, but at least now I'm still walking normally. These are certainly the moments that kind of remind you the injury, but overall, my life is much improved and basically can go as well without any issues now. For the pain, like I said, I do still feel the pain, but mostly only in two situations. One is if I try to stretch really hard suddenly without gradually stretching out a bit. That's the time I definitely feel the pain there. Or if I exercise too much, I put too much load on my tendon, I'll feel the pain next day. Other than these, I'm happy to say the pain is gone for me. Now I'm sort of just going on with my normal life, and most of the time, I don't even, I'm not even aware of, the fact that my tendon is, injured before. Now next we can check out my tendon and calf. How do they look like 15 months later? They all grow stronger, although the scars are still very visible. I don't think they change much. And also, if you compare my injured side with the good side, the calf is still much smaller. I measure my calf raises, the height that I can do, how high each leg can do essentially. And my injured side is about 75-80% of my good side. The improvement is there. I can feel I'm getting closer and closer to a full single leg calf raise on my injured side, but the progress is slower than I would have liked. My range has improved a lot. You can see the knee wall test here. My good leg can, of course, do like almost an entire hand away from the wall. There's no way for my injured one to do that. But my injured leg can do, here's 4 fingers, 5, and I can do, I think 6 fingers is sort of the limit there. But it's much better than, previously. I remember I was only able to do 4 fingers for quite some while. Because if you check out my previous videos, I didn't do much of stretch at early stage. So my range of motion, I guess it's probably more limited than average patients. But yeah, so now it's getting a lot better. So I'm definitely happy with that. The exercises that I'm doing are mostly the same. So I'm not gonna just go over them again. You can check out my previous videos. I do a lot of strength exercises, not only on my calf but also my lower body, right? Because on one hand you wanna you strengthen those as well. Your entire injured leg is just gonna be so weak, so you wanna not only do calf raises or tendon exercise, but also the lower body exercise for your quads, for your thigh, for your glutes, all these kind of stuff. On the other hand, tires out the lower body, the other muscles first, and then doing the tendon exercises such as calf raises. I mean, for the calf muscle, I think that works well because that sort of prevents the other parts of your injured leg trying to compensate the fact that your calf is weak if you try to do calf raises. To keep up my strength growth, because I'm getting stronger, for the calf, for example, I have added weights in the exercises. For example, if I do calf raises right now, I try to grab like a 5 pound or 8 pound dumbbell, so that trying to increase the intensity and increase the load my tendon is taking. So what I found lately is, if I just do single leg calf raise, it can tire out pretty quick, but it doesn't do much for my calf and my tendon in terms of the recovery. I've heard from a couple of people say that basically, a good indicator on whether your rehab exercises help your tendon and calf recover is to see if you feel the pain in the tendon the next day after you've done the exercise. If you didn't feel anything at all, that means your exercise is too easy for your tendon. Like it might be a good exercise overall for your body, but it doesn't push your tendon hard enough for the tendon to gain more strength. Of course, if you feel too much of a pain, then that just means you over exercise. So typically on a scale of 1 to 10, you probably feel 3 to 4 on your tendon. I think that's a good moderate amount. That's what my understanding is. That if you wanna improve your tendon strength, you wanna push the limit such that you can feel the pain the day after. Apparently, the tendon responds to exercises in a delayed fashion. So even if you feel the fatigue at the time of exercise, it doesn't mean that the tendon is actually gaining anything. You have to wait till the next day to actually tell how much of the gain you can probably have. And I guess it's also a good way for you to tweak the exercise, right? If you feel the pain too much, then you dial back. Otherwise, you dial up, right? Anyway, that's how that's how I use to tell if my exercise help my recovery or not. So adding weights have been helpful in terms of really getting the tendon in the sort of loading mode. Running and plyometrics are also good ways to push the limit. Running, that's for me like 20 minutes right now of running would tire my tendon out. Next day, I will feel the pain. And for the plyometrics, it's about the same, like 20-25 minutes of exercises. If you want to know what kind of plyometrics exercises I am doing, you can check out my previous videos. But it's just a lot of jumps and hops where you can focus on the single leg. So what I guess a good thing about plyometrics is you can isolate your injured leg. You can just do hops on your injured leg. Whereas running, you have to exercise both. Sometimes after running, I feel like a lot of soreness on my good leg, calf. So I think maybe without me knowing, my body probably compensates my injured side a little bit while I'm running with my good side. That's why I feel more soreness there compared with running that I did before I injured. Another exercise that could be helpful is jump rope. Similar to plyometrics, you can also isolate your injured leg, right? You can just do jump rope with single leg instead of double leg, or you can switch between, and that's how I usually do it. I start with single leg with my injured side, and then when I feel I could not continue anymore, then I switch back to a double leg so that my injured leg can actually get some rest. But meanwhile, still keep a good amount of load there, and as soon as I feel doable again, and I'll switch back to the single leg jump rope, and just so on and so forth. But of course, jump rope has a higher intensity, so it tires out your body faster than running. Running, like even I can do like 20, sometimes even 25 minutes, but for the jump rope, I can do only like 10, I think 15 minutes tops, like 12, I think 12 is my maximum probably. So it's very hard to keep doing that for a very long time. So I guess it's good to alternate the three exercises: running, plyometrics, and jump rope. I'm also doing strength exercise, so yeah, maybe alternate among these four would be a good way to do the rehab. But I guess the key thing is just that monitor your pain after every exercise. Wait for a day, and then monitor your pain. See if really it pushes your tendon. The pain is supposed to be in the tendon, not in your calf or any part of your leg, because here we are talking about specifically recovering the strength of the tendon, right? So calf, those are muscles. Muscles, of course, like if you will feel fatigue and you feel sore next day, and that's how you grow muscle. So that's right. That's the same thing, but the tendon is a little bit different. Is what I understand. Cool. So that's the exercise, and that's also all the updates. I hope you find the video helpful if you unfortunately are suffering the same injury. And also, after 15 months, you should have the confidence that after 15 months, your life is just going to be a lot better. You will get back your normal life, and you will also be able to recover a large or majority of your tendon strength. So yeah, you just need to keep going, and I also keep making updates so that you have a rough idea at least from my perspective, how the recovery looks like time to time. Yeah, that's it. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.